if it worked. So give me one more second to do a check. Just there's a history of us setting up this so like either I can't hear you or usually they can hear me,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't necessarily loop the sound in correctly so that they can hear you. So my thought is I'm going to try it this time on the iPad. And see if if your voice comes out of my iPad, like that's got to be a sign, right?
Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Maybe.
Say it one more time.
Yes, 1, 2, 3.
All
1,
right.
2, 3.
Maybe. Yes. Say it one more time.
That was me, yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right. It worked. Success. I'm very happy about that. All right. I'm going to try to also pop up a. That did not work like up there. Pop up Twitch here just in case anybody chats so I can see it. I'm not entirely sure how to do this well in Twitch. It feels like there should be a way to open up the chat window without having the video on, but usually I just pause the video and keep the chat window open. Okay. So, we are still within the first 20 minutes of meeting you. We've agreed to try to live stream this just to like record it for posterity. You contacted me saying there's some stuff in Java you want to fix. The Java approval test is something that doesn't get a lot of attention just because I don't have a lot of people who are contacting me directly. So I get like pull requests and stuff, but I often don't pay attention to my pull requests at all. And so unless somebody is interested in actually pairing, a lot of times this gets neglected unless there's something I personally need for some project that I'm doing. So let's go take a look at what is interesting to you.
First of all, cleaning up basically the open pull requests, because that usually indicates like what's the state. Is the project still alive and kicking? And I looked through them. Some of them are really good. They're about updating the documentation. Some links are broken, which is maybe difficult for people new to it. So far, for example, my best introductions to the library were just through videos from Emily Page.
Yeah.
I didn't go through documentation here, but and then it's mentioning JUnit 5.
So there's very little documentation on this one. I've gotten a lot better in documentation since I've been doing stuff in the Java, because mainly because of Claire McClary in the C++, but also thanks to Simon, who's written some tools for documentation. Are some of these really easy to do? Should we start there?
Yes, there's 58, which is basically already done for us. They add an S to the HTTP.
Okay, well, yeah, let's do it. Let's take a quick look at that. Is really all they're doing? Fix jars download link to add it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, done.
I mean, well,
and this is just in the doc.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. That's as easy as it gets. Oh, so you can't approve this. So I'm going to.
I can probably say I can I could commit approve, but it doesn't merge it. Yeah.
Yeah, but in this particular case, so I'm gonna let's stop sharing your screen for a second, and let's share my screen for a second. We're gonna want to do this, and let's see here. ApprovalTests.Java and pull requests 58 and merge the pull request. Thanks. Done. All right, easy peasy.
First one done.
Let's take a look at the next one. Start adding tests to IntelliJ reporter logic. All right. Have you looked at this one yet?
Yes, we could, but we should talk about it because I don't fully understand it. I'm a bit confused that the paths he's choosing there. We have find
IntelliJ
ultimate
path.
edition, and for whatever reason we have C : IntelliJ not present.exe.
So I think what he's doing here is he's checking, like, this is not here, right? Like, this is not going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's checking that when he resolves this for community, that the path that is found is either this. What does olive mean? So it
all
should
three of those
contain this
matches have to
string,
be true. Yeah.
contains this, contains this. So I think what he's saying is either it has an idea and a chop and an idea, or it comes back as IntelliJ not present.
But that works only on Windows, for example.
Yeah, that would be, well, not necessarily.
Okay.
The idea is that this is not here, being that I think when he says find it, if it doesn't find it, rather than returning a null, it returns like a not present, like, which is a weird choice. But these are just tests, so whatever is being done in the IntelliJ resolver is just, does that make sense? Like, this is not changing production code, so this must already be locking code that exists.
And I wonder if we can merge that locally and quickly see
and take a look at it. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Let's skip for a second. Then let's try JUnit 5 reporter. JUnit 5 seems like a good thing. Has conflicts that need to be resolved. That's not as good.
I think that was a bit bigger. I tried that one out yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not easily to resolve. There, you changed also the interface in one of the classes. Let's take the next one. That one is easy. The 35, I think. Yes, that is also already done. I think that one sadly has to be declined because it's already in the code. The file we are changing in this pull request, if you open, or if I open that, the string is already there. You did that
already
like
there
a month later.
Okay, so in that case,
no longer relevant, maybe.
Yeah, we're just gonna close.
Those pull requests always confused me because I was using JUnit 5 and everything worked, and I was like, what are they trying to add here? It's working already.
So I'm gonna just do a closing comment. Let's go back. Let's refresh that, maybe. I think. There we go. More merge-friendly version of the Gradle build script. Do we have
someone ported the project to Gradle, which I think is a cool idea, but at the same time, this pull request is 600
but this is 2014, so this is not going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just going to close this.
This is not a relevant version of Gradle anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to close. Wow, yes, I really am bad about checking things. Multiple paths for reporters. This is also from 2014.
Yes, I think someone mentioned it was useful to them, but again, the changes are by now, I guess, quite big with the diffs. Just to be clear about the problem on Windows. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have similar problem when I looked where my IntelliJ is installed on the Mac. I used the JetBrains toolbox.
Yeah.
I think that one also uses a different path than if you install it the other way.
We'll come back and look at this. There's actually There's a lot that I've learned about reporters since then, so let's hold on
Mm-hmm.
that one. Fixed null pointer exception in multi-class loader environment.
That one I think is still possible to do. There's the report effect. Let's check files change.
See if the files change.
Reporter factory on line 81. I'll have a look.
So this is not a bad idea, right? Like, just check if the class is null.
But the code on line 80 doesn't look the same anymore.
But yeah. So
can we enlarge the snippet to see more surrounding context, like what methods?
There should be a annotation. Do a search for annotation not equal to null. That should not have changed. But anyway, I'm going to stop sharing right now and switch over to your machine.
Okay.
So first of all, those got merged in. So grab a latest poll.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and then so here we have if the class is not equal to null annotation. So that's already being done, right? Because line 113, 115 is the part where we would have done class. So he was doing it with the ternary.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just going to go on my side and just say fixed and close and comment. And then the last one we have is ability to store approval files under a different folder. And that one we will actually take a look at, but we're going to take a look at it in a very different way. Okay, so now those are like just paying attention to pull requests.
Yeah.
What is the next thing that's interesting to you? What's the next thing that would help you?
As I looked up yesterday, it would be interesting to know what's the min JDK version, because I mean it's a library which helps people sometimes to get legacy code under test, so it might be actually kind of good if it would be compatible for Java 6. At the same time, I think like even Java 8 is kind of dated, so maybe that would be a good baseline. Would make development potentially a bit easier.
Most of the time, my experience is that like if I compile something, you can use it in Java 6. I'm not sure if that's true. Is that true?
You compile it with Java 8, Java 6 will complain.
Java 6 will complain? Not compiling it in Java 6. So here, let's try this for a second. Do you have the starter project?
No, but I have my own.
Yeah. Okay. Can you? Yeah. Can we just jump to basically a new project?
Bootstrap. So I do a quick release. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maven installs git tests.
That's what we're looking for. And now switch that to, so open up the, there we go. And can you run it there?
Not so sure my Gradle will,
so can we open up your Gradle file?
Here.
And can we set the Java version there?
Yes, we can. I think I just looked that up today. But in the end, it matters like what Java version are you using when you run Gradle, from what I recall. But true, I was wrong again. You can compile it with Java 8 as long as you set the source compatibility level low enough.
Yeah. But even more than that, if you go like, because you don't have to compile the jar files. So the question is like, let's try 1.6 and just see if you can run the test.
Not so sure. Yeah, here. I maybe have to downgrade.
So your problem here is just running the Gradle, though.
Mhm. Ah,
So, okay, does that work?
no. Yeah.
Okay, so try this for a
Not that.
second. Just
Yeah.
just go with me for like 5 minutes, and then we'll throw it away. Just open up the IntelliJ, uh, create a new project, but a Maven project, not a Gradle. Yeah.
Java. Maven.
And I want like the simplest one that has unit testing.
I
Okay,
guess we steal from the starter
that's fine.
project, which we saw.
So it is a starter project, so you can just grab from there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sure.
And now we
If we
run it with 403 snapshot, I think.
Sure, you shouldn't need snapshot in there. Let's try 1.6 for source. And let's go look at the, so we need a test. Yeah, do a test. There is a test thing there when you start to type that.
I thought so, but it didn't pop up. I have templates for tests, but
Yeah, it was there. Third, fourth, and down.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I am corrected. Ah, that created a whole file. Okay.
Seems to
But
not be happy with the JUnit. But we have a JUnit there.
Let's see. Refresh. There we go.
Yeah, whatever. And just verify foo. Yeah. And let's see if that works. I think that just popped up a thing.
Yeah. Here. Yes.
Yep.
Looking good.
Cool. All right. So so it does handle 1.6, which is good. I was expecting that. You can't build it in 1.6, obviously, but I think if you get the jar file, the jar, I am personally flabbergasted on why all builds are not completely backwards compatible. But anyhow, so
But
it
that's
feels like you want to put this in a piece of documentation somewhere.
yes. Contents. What can it be used for? Here. One was, for example, here. 4 and 5.
Yep.
That I think is good.
Yeah.
And
then let's also add it can be used from JDK 1.6 on. Actually, let's say the jars can be used.
I even checked yesterday on the other end of the Scala with, let's quickly go back here again. Revert this part. Let's maybe revert the whole changes I did. Just to be sure, because it also works with JDK 14 without flaws. This is also on the other spectrum. Good to know that
Oh, nice.
Because yeah, now they are a bit more liberal with deprecating some things and removing them. And yeah, none of this affected us so far. So again, I have it set on JDK 14, preview features and all the bells and whistles. I have to Gradle. And run app test. And again, it's failing as we expect.
And we get to see
compare is
the thing.
opened.
Nice. All right.
The chance.
Okay. Cool. Let's commit that and pop it in.
Just double check with what I pulled so far. Master, that's my master. I first push what I have here to my local copy.
Well, in commit. Did you commit?
No, that I will do now.
Okay. So wait, hold on. So in the thing, can you start it with a lowercase d?
Here.
So, yeah, space.
So
we've been using Arlo's get notation. So D for documentation and lowercase d meaning just super safe. Like this isn't going to break code. Yeah. And just compatibility. Or yeah. You can click the push immediately to origin master. Are you on a branch?
Yeah. No, I was about to say I have to branch. Then I can make a pull request.
You don't have to branch to make a pull request. You're forked.
Okay. So I push to my origin. There we go. Usually it tells me.
New pull request, sort of in the middle. So click down the compare master.
Stop. I'm on the original. Sorry. We were not on my.
Your branch. Yeah. Now a new pull request.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I always create branches.
I'm a fan of not branching in general. Yeah, just whatever. You can just delete all this. We did it together. Just hit the, yeah. And then I'm going to flop over to mine. And pull requests. Confirmed. All right, so we can do that after each one, and I'm completely happy to. But we also can group these up because, again, like I'm going to be approving these like as we go, right? Yeah. You probably do though want to do another upstream pull. Otherwise, GitHub can be weird, or Git can be weird.
I have to pull now, yeah, of course. What did you think about the idea of setting up GitHub actions that the project is built?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Let me check really quickly. What do we have right now for CI on this? I see no CI at all. Holy craps.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. GitHub Actions would be amazing.
I can show you in a second roughly what we're aiming for. We basically need a file like this. It's a bit of YAML. We
Yep.
tell it what to do.
Yep.
So how do I start again? I
So
start on
just
my.
yeah. So just in yours, go to basically open it in File Explorer.
Not even, I can even like do it from my UI, I think, and then.
Can you?
Yeah. This will now commit again on my fork, and then we can make another pull request.
Okay.
Java with Gradle, publish Java. Like it's almost all. We can start with this one. Set up this workflow. So Java CI with Maven.
Good.
Run tests.
Yep.
On pushes to master, and for each pull request.
Yep.
Looks okay. Run Ubuntu latest. Use checkout version 2. We build with Java 8.
Yep.
I mean, we can even set up a matrix there that it runs on Java 8, 11, and 14, for example.
That's not bad. Let's start though with 8. I'm a fan of start small.
Yes, small steps. I would say almost. Let's try if we can rename this here maybe.
I feel like the Maven run is incorrect, right?
We need Maven verify actually, I think.
Yeah, let's open up the Maven package.
Wait, if we can see here. Approval tests, Maven. Like approval tests live, we have clean, validate.
Verify. In test. What's the difference between test and verify?
I would guess that verify maybe also runs check style if there's something.
Can you open it up? Let's not guess.
There we might run into my problem because one.
Oh, no, but you're actually running it. Can you open the Maven file, the POM file?
So.
Find verify in there.
1 second.
So verify also signs the artifacts. And then
It's
can you
building the artifacts, I think, but it's not installing them.
Okay. So let's do verify. That feels. Well, let's do test as well. Let's see what test does.
Not specified. Maybe we inherit them.
Oh, maybe inherit that. All right.
I would wonder
in that case,
what is
let's
the difference
between that and
validate and verify.
Let's do a search for validate. I think verify is ours.
Yeah, I usually run verify.
Not. My bad. Validate
run
is correct.
Checks.
Okay, yeah, we want verify.
We are here. So Maven, what is -b doing?
I don't know the answer to that. But wait, hold on. Let's do this. Can you grab that command line that we're about to run anyways?
Yes.
And let's just go to your command line and run it. That looks good. That looks good.
I mean, I had one test failing with like some date utils we're checking.
Oh, that's possible, especially since you're in
this one.
Not the US. Yeah, that's most likely going to be the case. That will probably be, so the reason it's happening is because your time zone is different.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's.
But when running on GitHub, it might be the right time zone. So I guess.
Yeah, I don't actually know the answer to that. Let's try it and see what the situation is. Although obviously that is something that we should actually fix, right?
I'll just start a commit as it is. That's like the most simple setup they offer us.
Yeah, and I think it's a good command. E in lowercase e in front of it for environment. Yep. Commit the new file.
now if we click on actions, we should be, it's
Yeah.
queued, so it should start in a second.
Okay, but this is not sufficient. Can you just open up in a new window, open up the ApprovalTest.Cpp? Oh, no, create status badge. That's what I wanted. It was sitting right in front of me. There we go. Bam. Copy that code. And then let's go to our README and pop that at the top.
I guess I'll do that in the UI.
Yeah, no worries. There's a README.source. Nope. Sorry, we messed up before. Can you go to your, for right now, go to the actual, go on your computer. There we go. Find the, so keep this open. Open the no, keep it open, but also open the README.source. I didn't realize I'd already moved to source files here. Okay, so first of all, the thing that we're going to do, we're going to paste that in right after the, actually, right before the TOC. So paste it there. And then go to the README, find the things we changed, copy those, pull those into the source. Good, save that. Then you see that run markdown templates, sh? Shell script over there? Yeah. Down about 5. There. Let's run that. Oh, and that probably is not going to work. Yep. Can you do the .NET tool line 10? Can you do that install?
Tell me what to type.
In the shell script, you'll see on line 10.
Yeah.
No, line 10. Run that. Can you update your .NET? Yeah, I think you have to do this actually, like, you might be able to do it with yarn, but yarn brew. Yeah.
What's the benefit of compiling the markdown into the file instead of editing markdown directly?
I mean, the biggest one would be like, can you open up this in the browser? No, like yeah, and then scroll down and I'll find a snippet. Keep going. There, nope. Yeah, but those aren't. But keep going. Go up. Go up some more. Okay, so you're not seeing any of those advantages right now, but click on approval tests. And then click on, sure, features. And new features documented here. That's just the TOC. Okay, there. Scroll.
Okay.
Well, not that. Scroll up. There's one. I feel like there's a small lag that's hitting us right now. You see method 2, use runners?
Yes.
And you see how we have like this little piece of source, and you see how it says snippet source, and you can click on it? Like, click on snippet source. And then we'll actually take you to the code in here. So this ability here to put the snippets in here, and then if you go back, the way that we actually put this in here, so go up one level in the directories to the docs, and then go to source, MD source, and then go to features source. And then you see how it has those snippet colons? It was at the very top. Also there. Yeah, custom approval. So snippet, custom, like that's all you do, and then it grabs the source from your actual compiling stuff. And so what that allows is it formats nicely and all that kind of thing, but also those snippets actually work, right? Because like nothing is more frustrating than grabbing documentation, putting it into your own code, and it doesn't work. Or maybe like it would work if you only knew what the right imports were, but here you can actually go and see the file and like it just so it's much richer. And on the main README, it actually should be that way.
Okay.
But right now, our code samples are still hard coded, just because I haven't gotten around to fixing that.
It looks like we're not getting anywhere right now with installing that. So
yeah, that doesn't. Let's go to the Firefox and just.
Let's have a look right now how the building is going. Our action. Is this mine? This is mine. Actions.
This is you.
It's passed.
Yay.
So it did nicely.
This is very
maybe
good.
You then take over. Maybe you take over for the markdown changes, and then I can also look maybe and tell you what we have to do to get the Java matrix.
No. Let's get the markdown working on yours for a second.
Okay.
It's not hard to do. So just do a search for .NET install Mac.
.NET install
Mac.
Mac.
Yeah, that one. And then .NET Core. Yeah. And then the installer. Did it download?
Yep.
Okay.
I know. Here was my.
Whoa. What is reload?
I guess after installing the tool, I want to reload my path and everything.
And you can just do that? Is that just out of the box?
And it might be in one of my bash RC or something, yeah.
Let me see if I can do it on my computer.
But let's see if this works now.
I do not have a reload command. Okay, yeah. I'll be curious on getting that again.
Okay.
That's nice. I like that a lot. All right. So, did you run the install? Or no, you ran the update. You have to run the install first. Line number 10.
Okay.
It doesn't have a install or update, which is a little bit. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so now run the update. Did that? I mean, it should be the latest one, obviously. Okay, there we go. And now run 15, or you can just run this whole script, right? Run markdown. I mean, it's actually a shell script.
Yeah.
There we go. And then
now look
there. But it's probably changing a lot of things just because he's updated his markdown. Those are all things that we're going to want. So all of this would go under a D.
First I have to pull. That was our how to call it, our test file. So here, readme. This looks good. Oh, the download link is back to HTTPS.
Yeah, because it got changed in the README. Thank you for noticing that, though.
Where's here?
Yeah, basically, all the HTTPs we want to change to HTTPSs.
It's hurting code. Yeah, maybe at the very end we double check the links again because someone reported also some failing ones. But
yeah, I think the water podcast is no longer up.
okay. Now I run
The
the script
blog.
again.
Hold on. The blog I don't think is accurate. Let me grab that for a second. I think I was having problems. Yeah. Change the com to an org. I was having domain problems that I couldn't resolve somehow. And so I own both of the domains. I just put the blog on org and kept the thing on com, and that worked.
Okay, good. I run the script again.
Yep.
And we have another look. So the readme run tests at our batch. This is just a copy. We lost the end of TOC.
Yep, that's fine. These
Okay.
are so the generated files. I am generally okay with them changing. Right.
Okay, then we commit.
Yep.
Again with a D or
Lowercase d. But there's actually really two things going on here. Do me a favor, uncheck the YAML. Uh, Commit all of this with a lowercase d, just updated markdown. And then go and commit also, no, just commit again. That, and with an E, added GitHub Actions. And let's immediately do a pull request for this because I want to check that just adding the YAML is actually adding the GitHub Actions to my branch. I believe it will be. I'm not expecting to be surprised right now, but, you know, better to not be surprised now than to be surprised later. You can just write there, no pull request. Yeah, and just whatever. All right, so those are merged in. I now have an actions, and my actions is running. It's queued. Perfect. And then if I go to my main one, ooh, we have security things that we should update as well. Okay, so and we even have a GitHub Actions here. It says it's passing, which I don't believe is correct. I think it just is waiting. I'm going to view the security alerts really quickly. So log4j, log4j. Let's see what I can do about those. No patch version is available. That's okay. No patch version is available. Okay, so
where did you
we're just
see
going to leave
those?
that. What?
Where did you see those?
So for me, I see them when I just go to the top of the thing. I wonder if you see them. Here, let's go to yours and go just to your branch of approval tests.
My fork, you mean?
Your fork, yeah.
Ah,
Huh. Yeah, no, that's where I would see it. But you might have to enable dependency alerts. If you scroll up, security alerts, yeah.
Now I guess it has to run once or something like this.
Yeah. So give it And you still, it looks like you haven't enabled it. But no, you
Here.
have. Go back and just refresh that page. Huh. I don't know about that. Although my general thought is probably just catching up.
Yeah, I think maybe it's also just scanning, and once it has the results, it would show them.
Yeah. Okay.
I
But either way, like
pull
things are
again.
working on my side, so pull from origin again and okay, so we got these. This does not look right though. Let's refresh this. There we go. Okay, so we got run tests and they are passing. And I think if I link to this, no, that is only taking me to the badge, which is remarkably not useful. And it's not taking me to here, but that did actually pass. Okay, either way, super good. Actions running is exactly what should be happening. Thank you. What's next on your list?
We could look into also adding a matrix that we're running different Java versions.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Oh. No, I'll do it. Just there might be some outside noise for a little bit, but all right. Yeah, a matrix for 1.4. Let's try it.
So strategy matrix Java 14 that came right after this. And we run 8, 14.
All right, let's try that.
That.
Can you go back to the thing we have here? Because here we have steps with Java version 1.8. So like I feel like
here we have to use this one.
That okay.
And we can even copy that as well.
Yeah, that's the same.
That might do the trick. So I'll commit again.
Okay.
That is E, I guess.
Yep. Test is misspelled. Yep.
Commit and push.
All right. What next?
Here. Actions.
Oh, that looks like it failed already. Invalid workflow. So I think the issue that you have here is, so you see here where you say the name uses. I think we have 2 uses.
This belongs
or maybe we have our, sorry, maybe that's not the problem. The problem might be the indentation of uses next to name. I think that.
Let's have a look at my file. This is how it works on my.
Oh, that's the same indentation.
We go with this.
Oh, but the width was different.
Yes.
Yep. Save that. Try that. You can. Yeah.
I have no other words.
Yeah. It's.
Here. Actions. Now they are running, and then one sees like 3 different versions. I think, really neat.
I like that. Yeah, this is fantastic. Thank you.
it's really cool. They you can basically specify whatever version you want. We could go with 11 0.0.
Yeah.
They pull them from Azul, and Azul
Yeah.
basically makes sure that they have stable links and all of that. Really cool.
Yeah, that's really great.
On 8, we're done and passing. On 11.
I mean, I'm not expecting any of these to fail,
Yeah.
so I don't mind coming back and checking as opposed to waiting.
I wrote down. Well, one more question I had, which I encountered lately. I updated CyberDojo, the Java with approval tests, and I
Yeah.
noticed that you suddenly require the javax.mail dependency or the jar file in your path. Can you clarify where this is coming from, why we need this?
So let's take a look at it. So the reason that you would need that is to verify an email.
Okay.
Right, I'm guessing email
This one is
server.
called email server, yeah?
Yep. And the reason for this is when you verify an email. Usually we don't require you to add it. Usually the rule for approval tests is if you use it, we kind of require you to bring your own, right? So like we use JUnit, but we don't actually bring JUnit. We expect you to bring it. Emily was the one who did a lot of the conversion to Maven and setting it up. So it's possible she did it this way just because it's annoying and it's easy to just say something's dependent. But if you look at our optional true, no, yeah, there it's optional. So it shouldn't be required.
And here's, well, here's scope test for
Oh,
the
so yeah, for the test, it's
parent
not
file.
optional. Because if you're going to run the tests.
The test of the project, yeah.
Yeah.
And here compile through, okay. I was just surprised because I never used anything regarding emails. I was like, where the hell is this coming from?
Yeah. I mean, if you're testing emails, this is super helpful because you don't have to actually send an email. You can just see what the email is going to be.
So you basically spin up an email server for your tests. You inject that into your application. Your application sends out the email. It's intercepted and no.
Yeah, it's actually less sophisticated than that. We basically mock an email server. We get the package that it would send out, and we just store that directly to a file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we also do that at work, so it might be interesting.
Yeah, and then a lot of times we will actually launch it in Thunderbird, so you can see the email, which is super helpful. I haven't been paying attention to Java since sort of like 12. Out of curiosity, by 14, do they have optional parameters yet?
No.
No? Okay. Do they have string interpolation yet?
I think it's still preview features. They have text blocks like multi-line strings, and you can all. But string interpolation, you mean string format? No.
So string format is like a version of string interpolation, I guess. But the issue with string format is you have to put like a %s, right?
Yeah. No.
String interpolation, you okay. There's a time when I really loved Java, and I feel a little bit like it lost some of the. Like there was a time where Java was just the best language for me to program in, and I kind of wish it would catch up a little bit right now.
Well, it is with releases every 6 months, but yeah, it takes.
Yeah, that is a big plus. Yeah, that is because it used to be years would go between releases.
That's why I was wondering about if we would test like for what version do we compile and build, because one could use some lambdas here and there, but then again, why touch the project where it's working?
Yeah. Well, and I'm more concerned on how people can consume it than how people can build it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go down and. What
Here's
else?
also something.
Yeah.
Maven sent me warnings when I was building the project. You can maybe look again about that. Where Maven is complaining about dependencies declared multiple times because it will always
Okay.
pick the first one, so this might be confusing.
Yeah, let's go take a look at those.
I will just, I think, just run it again, Maven verify, and we might see them. I didn't write down where I saw them. Okay, well,
There's
they're at the
some.
beginning.
There we go. So let's get that.
So duplication and
Line 46.
And I assume it's the top level Maven.
Let's find out.
No, it's not.
It's not. So
Maybe
you also just do a search for that. You might want to do a find in files. You have a. Sorry, it's your file mask. No, your file mask isn't on. That looks right.
It's again
58. That looks really right. So now look for line 46. That's quartz. But we do have it at 58.
XML file. So we have it in approval test POM
And approval test utilities.
I pull this down. See, we have it scope test and we have it scope compile, and I guess it would inherit the test.
So swap it.
It still wants us to delete one from what I read up on this error message.
Yeah, but you have it in the, for the test, it's not optional. And for the compile, it is optional. And they're both the same version. Try running and see if we get the same error.
Yes.
So
maybe we try this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We should fix that.
Yeah. Let's keep that thought and try here again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is GitHub proves that the test actually can pass. It's right now my time zone issue, but yeah.
But I'm bad at globalization. Like it's very easy for me to get trapped in like, oh, it works on my machine. So it's not a great. It's not something I should be encouraging.
I don't really understand.
So wait, is it still saying duplicate? Maybe we're not seeing the problem the way we think we are. And this still compiled.
Yeah, well, it fails the test, but it compiles before.
Okay, wait, hold on. So let's handle the test first. So can we go to the test that's failing?
Okay. I'm not sure I see here which one was failing. I'll just run it again. Although I've been there, but yeah, let's have a look.
That's fine. It's fast enough. Okay, so we're looking at velocity utils test. Let's open that.
Let's write this here.
Okay, and then here, the issue
The
is,
test date, yeah.
yeah. But the issue here is that uh, we're not setting our time zone. In fact, there's a comment here. If you are in CET and then set the content, it changes the date before. So did you write that?
No, but I read it already 2 days ago and was like, okay, it's fine that this is failing. I'm good with my setup locally here.
So let's
Have a look. It's here since 2018.
Emily. Okay. Emily's in Sweden, so that would also be the same time zone. So and 26. Let's see if we can set the time zone here. So just or if we can, because we're doing a CS put date. Um, so here we're doing a timestamp. We're parsing this. It changes the day before the date. So go back to where we were. I feel like the thing we want to do here is just set our time zone. So on line 25, can you get the time zone? This is what I'm about to do is bad. Yeah, so time zone. Time zone, sure. Get default. And then the next line, do a time zone dot set default. Probably this is going to be just regular full time zone. Just do not the TZ, just time zone. Set default. Yep. And time zone dot get time zone. That works. Zone ID dot. Let's do a quick Google for how to set a time zone. That
What
looks
was
great.
UTC?
Time zone dot get time zone UTC. Let's do that. And then at the very end, on line 36 and a half, yeah, do a time zone dot set default TZ. Okay, so let's run that for a second, just see it pass, and then I'll clean it up because it's shit right now. Oh, you can run it through there.
I could, but I'm not too familiar with running Maven, and I prefer Versure on the command line.
Oh, I was thinking you can just hit the play button next to the test.
I can, but again, I'm not sure if Maven runs it then, or maybe IntelliJ, so there might be different, but we'll see. I can also just run Control-Alt-R, which will prompt me with run this. This is the symbol for IntelliJ. But
okay, good. Okay, so that works. Let's do a quick commit, and then I'm going to clean this up because it's still crappy. So just commit a lowercase t space fixing time zone issues. Lowercase t because it's just in the test.
And I push?
Yep.
Or not yet?
I don't care. I just want the checkpoint. That's the thing that mattered. All right, so now what we're going to do is, so let's make just a static inner class right now underneath here. So on like 38, and we're just going to call it consistent time zone. And then that needs to inherit from, what is it in Java? What's the undoable thing? Not extends, it's going to be implements. What's the try with resources undoable thing in Java?
Finally?
Not finally.
Try with resources, yeah, but
Yeah, but try with resources takes
auto-closable.
Closable. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. And then make it implement that thing. There we go. Okay, so now also make a constructor for this thing. Good. And grab line 27 and 28 into the constructor. Convert 41 to be a field level. And then grab 35 and put it into the close.
35. Mm-hmm.
And then on line 26, let's do a try with resources here. And yeah, we have var now. Oh, but we're in 8, so yeah. Constant time zone equals new constant time zone. Boom. All of that goes into there.
I delete the comments.
Yep. And why is it unhappy? Take away the throws exception in line 45. There we go. Let's do a quick just run here on line 25. Just click and hit run and just make sure that what I think I did actually matches what actually did. Good. Do a quick commit here.
T again?
Yep, T again.
Or refactoring, yeah? Okay.
I mean, it is a refactoring, but still all in the test. And the safest part about this is it's all in the test. Because our refactorings are far from provable. Okay, and then let's move this into approval test utilities. Nope, shouldn't really belong in utilities. It would be in tests. But I think tests itself has utilities. So right now we're in approval utilities, which is not where we want to be, but we should, under approval test, under source, test, Java, org, approval tests. We don't really have a utils here, do we? No, these are actual tests. We don't want this. That's fine. We can put it in utilities. It really, it's not meant as a utility. It's meant as a testing utility. So let's put under approval tests, under source main, Java, org, approval test. Here, now let's create a folder called utilities. Utils, I think, is the consistency in Java. Yeah. And then in here, is consistent time zone the right word, or should we call it like temporary time zone? Or I feel like consistent time zone is acceptable, but not quite great. Do you have a better
we start
name?
using UTC as time zone, regardless where we are.
Yeah, it's using UTC regardless of where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could just call it with time zone. Cool. And then can you move that into its own class, into that utilities?
I think I have to just first move it here and then maybe by
Yeah,
hand.
and then move it by hand. Yeah. Back to when I had line breaks.
Approval test utils refactor. Well, that's okay. That's my template to create
Yeah,
package private classes. But now I think we have to update this one again.
So
we lost the dependency. Like that's.
it shouldn't be in. Wait a minute. It's right there. It says approval test utils. Does approval utils not? Approval utils uses approval test. Show me that we have it in the right place again. Can you go to the
There is
with
the
time zone?
zoom.
Yeah, no, go to with time zone.
Zoom was
Go
on
up to
top
the
of it.
top. Okay, so that is correct. Okay, everything about that is good. Now let's go to approval test utility. Yeah, velocity utilities test. And let's check our imports and just force it for right now. Hand code the import. So import spun, or yeah, there you go. That's weird that it did that, but yeah. And rebuild everything. That's so weird. I didn't like it. Looks like the same issue here does not exist. Package org approval test. So let's go see why that isn't existing. So let's go to with time zone again. So org approval test utils. That part looks good. It is in the source under Java org approval test utils. So no problems there. And no red on this file. There's some yellow. Why yellow?
Because it's not used right now. That's my inspection. So at the
yeah,
moment
okay.
it would be used in the other class. We're good.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to velocity tests. And on line 26 and a half, okay, I guess do it with times add, yeah, there we go. Add dependency on approval test. How does it not already have that? Oh, okay, cancel. But because we're doing velocity approvals dot verify, which means it has to have a dependency on approval test already.
Don't we see that in the POM file potentially, that it depends on the other project? Where would we see how the modules are connected?
Dependency approval tests, right there.
Okay, version 2.1.
Oh, that's how it's doing it.
Yeah, it's pulling from somewhere else.
Yeah, because of the circular dependency. And this has to do with the fact that the tests in this project use approval tests. Yeah. Okay, so
But I really don't understand. Obviously, all other modules depend on this, so it should be there.
No, it's because we just added it, so it's not in approval tests 2.1. And in fact, we're not even in approval test 2.1, right? But the problem we have right now is to release this, you have to can you?
Well, I can install a snapshot that I did yesterday as well.
Yeah, can you do the snapshot install? So yeah, let's install. But you have to compile approval tests.
Doesn't it? But if we skip the tests, that should parent this one. There was developer notes, skip tests.
Yeah.
So and then I think we're publishing 403 snapshot or not. Do we just comment it out for a second? We compile and then?
Yep, let's do that.
Uh,
I think you're still going to have a problem with the import, so you might need to comment that out as well.
mhm. Okay. And
So now
here we would declare.
Yep.
Fresh main project. I hope we're also referencing Maven local, but let's see. We will know in a minute.
Yep. Yeah, we are, because it's no longer complaining. So now if we run it, nope. So now it sees that it is a circular reference. But that's okay. Can you comment it back out for a second? And then let's do a commit. This is
Which of the
actually going to
files
be
do
a
you want me to
feature.
commit?
Don't commit the POM file.
Okay.
Commit the other two.
Okay.
Yeah, a capital F feature. Added with time zone. Push this and do a pull request.
Hmm. Last I got approval tests. Okay, this contains more though now, I think.
That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, that's fine. I need to find that pull request. I need to accept that pull request. This is merge pull request for merge. I then need to guard all changes. Okay, and then let's fetch pull origin. Then let's, so I'm doing all this on my side, just sort of talking it through you, but I'm also doing it off camera because I'm about to get to things I do not want to show. Reveal in terminal. And then I should also, let's see, reveal in Visual Studio Code. This part I guess I can put on camera. So publish Maven is there, but Maven, okay. This is what I'm looking for. Don't really care about that at the moment. Why is this doing this? Okay. Say to the next version. And notes Maven. Okay. Update sample code in the for the Maven in the README. Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. Okay, so first dot publish Maven.
That's also a GitHub action which it offered us earlier. So you could store your keys or something in some GitHub settings.
Links to on pass, it updates.
Or maybe on tags. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then I need open up one password here. There we go. And I believe I put this key under Maven. Yep. Okay, so right now though it's just doing it. So this does not seem like, oh, right, because I'm starting way too early. Cancel, cancel. No, it's not going to cancel. Just kill it that way. Terminate. Repository, open terminal. Okay, step one. There it is. Check the things, deploy the release, set the version. All right, so the last version is 4.02.
Mm-hmm.
We've not really added anything, so this version will be 4.0. I guess technically it's a new feature. 4.1?
That one can be, it's exposed, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Can you explain the versions you state here on GitHub? What is V020?
Oh, basically up until like 4 point something, all the versions were meaningless. Like it wasn't.
Okay.
It was not handling what is that called? The it was not doing yeah.
Semantic versioning, yeah.
Semantic versioning. Then I'm gonna publish. Come on.
Okay.
And then deploy, remove the snapshot in all the things. I don't think I did that. My own documentation, and I'm not doing it. Okay, so I got the one password. I did this. I hit the deploy release, but I don't think I've taken care of snapshot in the POM files. So file, search, edit, find in files, replace in files, and find in files. Dash snapshot. So okay, so right now it doesn't see that anywhere. Okay, so that's good. This right now should be doing what we want. Oh, okay. This is actually that is what that's trying to do. There we go. Okay. So we deploy the snapshot, we run, we get the password, we check on Maven, we deploy the release, we remove the snapshot in the thing with that, which we already did. We run it, we publish, which we're doing right now. We update the README. So here, README source. This is so much clunkier than it used to be. Well, not used to be. It's so much clunkier than what we're doing in 4.1. We update the starter project. I'm going to hold off on that for a second. We update the Cohens, and we update to next version, and both of those bump the version and add the snapshot in the thing. Okay, so the next thing to do would be define the starter project for Java. Switch to the master branch. Fetch the latest thing, case. Opening code. So in the C++ world, our deploy is actually super complex. And so we've created Python scripts that do a lot of these things. And because Python allows us to do, like the part here where I'm doing stuff by hand, it just does it for us. Where here, it's not that hard, so I haven't automated it, which is kind of like oddly the reverse. All right, so that changes to that. And then the other thing we need is the Cohens for Java, and fetch the latest versions of this, and opening code. Okay, so I think it is currently deploying. And then I just check the Palm. Oh, this is not converted to Palm yet, so that will not be happening. All right. Probably something we should do. Starter project. Okay, that is good. Version 4.1. Commit, push. Go to Java. No, not the starter project. Just the Java. All right. Put the start snapshot on this one again. And version 4.1, commit, push. Okay. So quickly on your side, let's pull origin.
For me, it's upstream.
Upstream. Yeah, sorry.
Ooh. My
What's
local
discard your palm changes.
But I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Push them to my origin.
Yeah. Okay, so a couple quick things. First of all, I found this really useful. Has that also been useful for you?
I learned quite a lot.
It feels like we still have a lot more to do. Are you good setting up another time to meet?
Happily, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, like today, local time 10 o'clock should be fine.
Okay.
I don't know, the kids should be asleep, but yeah.
Yeah, finding a time is always the. Oh, save all. I didn't. I need you to pull from upstream one more time.
I noticed earlier as well, like with mobbing, also when we pair here, I think give me 2 more hours and I think I'm fluent in the Git prefixes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how
and
quickly knowledge transfers in this way. So we got a couple options. Wednesday or Friday work, or we can do next week.
Probably any day. I'll check and I'll send you an email.
Okay.
Wednesday, Friday, or next week.
Wednesday, Friday, or next week.
I mean, I assume I'm at home every day, but let's just check not that I have something
Yeah,
early
you
on
need to
Thursday
see
morning or
like
so.
how it works with your schedule. Okay, figure that out. Send me a calendar request. Other than that, it's been fantastic. I really appreciate this. The one thing to do before we jump out, if you go to the test, we should be able to. Should is a strong word here. Yeah, uncomment that. And line 4. And then we have to go to the POM file for this project.
Yep.
And change that from 2.1 to 4.1. I think I just called it 4.1 because I'm an idiot.
I think I saw that, yeah, but I'm not sure it's here already.
Yeah, it might not be because it takes a while to do it. I can't believe I called it 4.1. Anyhow, we will start with that next time. Thank you so much, Lars. I look forward to doing this again.
Yes, me too.
All right.
But yeah,
I'll
good
see you
night.
later.
Bye-bye.
Night.